As we are experiencing our own apocalyptic conditions outside, it's time for The Walking Dead, guys. Yay! We've got lots to discuss in this one, but before we get started with this one, we have some comments from the last one. There's only like a handful of comments, so I decided instead of cutting another one, then we just answer them and talk about them really quickly in this episode. So, the comments from last time were, she wasn't prepared because I didn't tell her what I was doing.
Awoken Nightmare. You guys really should read the comics, at least up to where the show is. It will answer pretty much every question you have about the character. Lisa Arendt. Lori's right. Michonne always hinted that the first pet sexually assaulted her, and Troy is right, but Michonne has Carl's shoe on the other side of the door. My death guess is Maggie. You're wrong. The actress who plays her was very upset on the Talking Deads on the Herschel's death show. I suspected she might also be crying over her own character's death as well. Nope.
Okay, so we know that that part wasn't true, but Awoken Nightmare talking about the comics. I don't have time. I'm not really too interested in the comics. I'd rather have somebody just feed me my imagination to me in this aspect.
Take this.
What?
I gotta go eat something.
You have to go what?
I have to get something.
What are we supposed to do with that? I agree. This concerns me. She sent me out of the room to get my double-bladed pocket knife, and she has a bunny in her hand. Oh my god, it really scares me that he chimes in like that, laughing. Alright, so we've got a lot to talk about this episode. First of all, they made a good point on the Talking Dead, and I don't want to just regurgitate what they do on there, but it was something I was going to bring up anyway. Every single character that we've come to see again after the whole prison thing, it's like every one we're seeing a little bit of their backstory, and we get to go into depth a little bit more with that character. But with that being said, we're seeing each character break down and basically get down to their like the lowest. Yeah, there's a country song years ago. When you hit rock bottom, you got two ways to go: straight up or sideways. So we're seeing these people hitting this point, and we're seeing the characters like come to life and be like reborn again. I think it's really exciting to see what everybody's made of.
And all I have to say is, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so.
About what?
When Lizzie and Mika ran to the side and said this way, that Tyrese was right behind them and they had the baby.
Yes. So Judith is okay, and Glenn is okay, and Maggie's okay, and Carol's okay. So Carol's been reintroduced again, which is really awesome because of the friction between her and Tyrese
which he doesn't know about yet.
Well, she knows about.
He doesn't.
But he doesn't.
And
she kind of does.
She's not going to be like, hey, so did you know about the fact that I stabbed your girlfriend in the head and burned her?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, BTW.
Lizzie.
Oh my god,
Freak.
I thought that she was going to totally smother Judith. It's like, oh yay, Judith is back. Oh my god, what are you doing to her?
I was sitting there holding the baby, and she's sitting there, she's got her hand over the baby's mouth, and I'm going,
it's almost like Kenny. Oh, this isn't the one I was going to put my hood up and be like, oh!
Well, when she was sitting there with the knife with the bunnies, I thought that she was killing them to eat.
Yeah, I did too.
She was killing them
for fun.
Pleasure. Yeah. And I'm like, I thought she was going to kill them so that they could cook it up and have something to eat.
Which possibly, most likely, answers the age-old question that we had like several episodes ago about who was leaving the dead rats for the walkers at the fence line.
Oh yeah, it had to be her.
It had to be. I mean, 2 + 2 = 6, so it has to be her.
I just want to walk in here and be creepy and boop, do that and leave.
That was creepier than tonight's episode.
Yes. Tyrese should have took the freaking girls with them down to the railroad tracks to find out what was going on, and not leave them in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
With a bunch of walkers knowing they're around. Especially, I mean, well, because I saw Daryl and Beth walk by that log with the things sticking out of it, but it looked like zombie fingers, and then they showed what happened, and then it just happened to be all the pieces of rabbit flesh.
You also see when Beth and Daryl were tracking, and they come upon the grapes that were on the ground that were smashed, and they only show it for a second, and it's like these people left in a really emergent state, and so it's kind of funny to see where all these paths are now crossing. I still have a pocket knife in my hand. I don't know why.
Yeah, so
It's Robo Glenn. Talk about that.
yeah, he's ready for battle, but he's still not up to par. He's still sick, so that's why he said he needed Tara's help. So it's a good thing they joined forces. And then here comes the 3 characters from, I guess they said the comic books number 53. Who knows, how it's gonna go, especially if everybody meets back together and this Abraham guy is such a leader, and he's gonna butt heads with Daryl and Rick at some point.
This is our little zombie, in case you guys were unaware of that.
So everybody's gonna meet up at this Terminus place. I'm kind of, excited to see what it's about.
I kind of think that it might be like another kind of Woodbury thing. I think that's what we're all kind of thinking. And I looked up the word. Terminus is actually a British term for the end of a railroad where there are buildings.
Baby flesh! Yeah. I was kind of hoping that Lily had survived because she was the one who shot the governor through the head. Who are we still waiting to find? I still can't think of who are we still waiting to find in the prison.
Post it down in the comments. Who are we still waiting to find? As far as, like, who was at the prison. Hi, baby. Who was at the prison that, we're still waiting for. Now, who was driving the bus?
All those people that came out of the bus, all those zombies, I don't even remember those people at the prison.
No, I don't either. So, was that set as a trap? Or did they, did one zombie, were they stupid and fall up against the handle and close the door and they couldn't figure out how to get out? Why were the zombies on the bus? And Glenn waking up. Now, we have to remember, too, that Glenn, when he was on the bus, he was, deathly sick still and could barely move. And then a couple hours later, he wakes up away from the bus, so we have to imagine that he was out looking for Maggie.
No, he said that he got up off the bus the minute Maggie ran away to go after her, and he ended up in the prison.
Which I called that too, did I not? You guys go take a look at a few of them, because I said, yeah, see? He agrees. I said he may not be on the bus.
And, I'm hoping that Maggie and Sasha and Bob at least, clean up the bus a little bit and start it up, and at least they have a vehicle now.
Yeah. Bob. Oh, jeez. Which, thanks to Bob and his bottle of alcohol that was at the prison, it allowed Glenn to have that diversion of the explosion and escape with the fire and whatnot. But I still can't get over Robo Glenn having enough strength to get through all those walkers without firing a single shot. That, I don't know, that was just a little bit. And they brought this up on The Talking Dead. Where'd they get the bottle of formula?
Formula lasts forever. All you have to do is mix it with a little water.
Okay. Well, my thoughts are, it's like, hold on, Governor. Hold on one sec. Before we run out of here like a bunch of ants having our nest destroyed, can you give us a second? Let us make this bottle of formula.
But I tell you what they need for Judith? One of these things. They need a binky to plug it up in her mouth so she stop whining.
Very true.
Or else they're going to keep getting eaten.
Yeah.
Especially if they stay out without any shelter.
All right. We're done here. So until next week, guys, unless we have, if we have a lot of comments, then we'll do it again. If we only have a few comments, then we'll just do it like we did this time and bring it around. So happy haunting. Catch you guys on the vlogs, and we'll catch you guys next week to find out what happens at the new Terminus. Mwah.
I just can't wait to see what's behind that door that Michonne is going to open.
What's behind door number 1? We'll find out next week.
I mean, a bloody picture of a woman, and she's opening the door with a sword. I want to know what's behind that door.
It can't be good.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Lou Temple. You know me as Axel from The Walking Dead, and I say to you, happy haunting. You follow me?